This is how I make my decision about what colors to use when I paint a painting, because I don't always use the same palette. I change it depending on what I'm trying to paint. So the color wheel is something that I use every time because it really makes this decision making much easier. Um, I start by identifying the main color, the color that I like the most, and the one that I want to showcase. In this case, is this pink. This one in particular, right? Then there are different shades and there are different values of pink. And everything else, once I made that decision, everything else is going to be secondary. I can make the greens just as bright as the pink because green and pink or green and red, they're complementary colors. So if you make both complementary colors really bright, then the painting scream and none of them takes first place and is showcased. So in this case, since I really want to showcase this beautiful green, beautiful pink right here, I know that the greens are going to be subdued. So they're not going to be bright greens. So this painting right here will be within this category right here, this axis. All right. And everything in the middle, which is a mixture of these two colors in different degrees, is going to be the background and everything else. So the greens of the leaves, instead of being this bright green, for example, over here, they will be more over here. They'll have a mixture of the complementary color or even black. I don't like to use a lot of black in the paintings, but in this particular one, there will be a lot in the background to subdue it, because notice how bright blue this is. In printing, usually all the colors are pretty bright, but I know I took this photo and I know that the background, I actually have this background and I know it's more grayed down. So I will be gray down the background dramatically and it will be more black here rather than this bright blue, because I don't want this to compete with the roses. And the yellows would be over here. And the yellows here, which are in the shadow close to the green, they will be inside in this area. So they will have a mixture of the colors that are here plus the complementaries right across. So what colors I would choose for this? Definitely white, lemon yellow, probably Winsor lemon because Winsor is transparent, Naples yellow light because Naples yellow light is here, which means it's already is very light, but it's already subdued a little bit with a little black. Winsor orange because Winsor orange is a lot more pink and more transparent than regular Cadmium orange, and I want this to be more pinkish than yellower. As my red, I have bright red because bright red leans more towards pink rather than red. Then permanent rose, because permanent rose is right here, and permanent rose is very transparent and can make a wonderful purple as well. So I will not have a purple in this painting. I will just mix the permanent rose with ultramarine blue, which will be my blue. So for pink, permanent rose, for blue, ultramarine blue. And then for green, I will have Viridian. Viridian will be here. And I will probably mix the Viridian with some black and a little bit of the reds from here to subdue it. So what kind of earth tones I will be using? Definitely raw sienna, because raw sienna will tone down some of the yellows beautifully because it's inside the wheel. Transparent oxide red, which will be the equivalent of burnt sienna, but it's more transparent. And my absolute favorite color, which is the quinacridone burnt orange. And it's like transparent oxide red, but it's a little bit more subdued and it leans towards orange or pink more than red. So those will be the earth tones that I will be using. And I will be using ivory black substantially in the background just to make my values. Because the value scale is very important to create the value of the color you want first. First you make the value and then you make the chroma, and you'll be seeing that in a different video.